Good morning. Welcome to another one-night meditation. And welcome to Friday morning. It is that time of the week. I hope your week's been good. Hope you've been getting around to doing all the things you wanted to get done this weekend. It's not over yet. You still have time to get the last few things done. Our teacher for this week is Jaiya John. And on this Friday of love, I'm sharing with you Jaiya John's thoughts on this subject of love. Linda, good morning. Anna Marie, good morning. Sunmarie, good morning. Anthony, good evening. Love starting my Friday right here with all of you. Right, let's get into Jaiya John's thoughts on love. He says, your own love heals you. Your own love heals you. Good morning, Stefan. Good to see you. Happy Friday. The next beautiful thought from Jaiya John says, she wrote a love letter to herself every day. That's how she got through it. Let that sink in. Jeez, I love this guy's work so much. He's got the most simple ways to portray the most profound truths. Hey, Pat, good morning. Happy Friday. She wrote a love letter to herself every day. That's how she got through it. Isn't that just so damn beautiful? Learning how to really love you causes you to live in a different state, in a different way. When you have a real love for the human you are, you will show up differently. You will walk on this planet differently. You will see the humans around you differently. This is not to be confused with narcissism or ego. Narcissism has nothing to do with actual self-love. It is a fear response. It is an inner child still fighting to prove self-worth. Sarah, good morning. Happy Friday. Real self-love doesn't have to try and defend itself or fight for its rights. One of the most practical ways in which we take steps towards self-love and learn how to show up for ourselves in love is learning how to set and maintain boundaries. The natural trajectory for learning this process is that it starts out rather clumsily, and more often than not, our boundaries are set in desperation. An attempt by the scared self to create and enforce a sense of sovereignty. These boundaries set in fear necessitates aggressive reinforcement by the ego, which turns it into a battle of wills. Love speaks differently. There's an isness about the way that love operates that we can learn to trust and surrender to. Jaiya John teaches beautifully about the way that love approaches boundaries. He says, your boundary need not be an angry electric fence that shocks those who touch it. It can be a consistent light around you that announces, I will be treated sacredly. Charlene, good morning. Happy Friday. When you discover how to live with love as your only law, fear disappears, and you realize that you are stronger than you ever knew. But this is a slow journey. It is a garden you grow, not a flick of a light switch, which we've already heard from Jaiya John this week. So one last beautiful thought from Jaiya before we get started. He says, and love said, take a deep breath, human flower. Now I'm going to open you the rest of the way. Is that not just such beautiful words? Right, if you are ready, here we go. You can close your eyes and let's slip away on today's journey together. Starting with the next few big breaths. Take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in. And out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, then let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. As you continue your own full body breathing, rising with every inhale and falling with every exhale, take a look around your circle at the rest of us sitting with you, bodies rising and falling in their own breathing rhythm. And as you look at the beautiful faces of the humans in your circle, see if your imagination will allow you to fill in the background. Where in the world is our circle sitting today? In this place where our circle is sitting, if you were to drop your hands to the ground next to you, what would you feel under your palms, and what would you feel between your fingers? this place where our circle is sitting, what does the breeze carry to you? What do you hear and what do you smell? And in this place where our circle is sitting, what does the breeze feel like on your skin? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles, going forward and to the left, and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left and lean your upper body over to the right. See if you can bring your left ear closer to your left hip, and then bring your right ear closer to your right hip. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least getting as close to it as we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Let's do the first few breaths together. Take a deep breath in. and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, every breath hold is an opportunity to dive into you, to wrap your arms around you and welcome you home to you. And I want to remind you that as you do that, there's a circle of humans right here welcoming themselves home as well. Take your next big breath. want to invite you to be as open and as playful as you can possibly be with this experience. Involve your imagination as much as you can. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, I want you to fill up the balloon in your belly bigger than you ever have before. Can you breathe in through your lungs into your belly so much that holding your breath almost hurts? And then as you hold a belly full of air, bring your attention to the sensation that it creates at your core. What sensation do you become aware of as you hold your breath? Take your next big breath. Do you feel it? Do you feel a physical sensation from holding your breath with a belly full of air? Let's do that again. Take your next big breath, dive deep into you, fill the balloon in your belly bigger than you ever have before. And become aware of the sensation at your core as you hold a belly full of air. Take your next big breath. You are a portal for love to flow into this world. And I want you to embrace a bit of imagination and connect that sensation that you feel as you hold your breath with that portal opening and light entering you. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, feel that sensation of a belly full of air, and just imagine that you could see light enter your body right there. Take your next big breath. ask that light to grow within you. Place your hand over that spot where you feel the sensation. And as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, feel how that light spreads from that spot outwards. Take your next big breath. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, invite the light to flow upwards through your body into your heart, through your heart and all around your heart. Place your hand over your heart as you invite the light to fill up your heart. Take your next big breath. Take a look around your circle at all these beautiful humans with their hands on their hearts, and recognize behind their hands, from their chests, there is light shining. You can see it through the cracks between their fingers. It is ready to burst out into the world around them. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. It has come the time for you to stand up from your spot in the circle and pour out love over the humans around you. Standing up from your spot, you take a step over to your left to stand behind the first person on your left. And placing your hands on her head, there is a surge through your heart. It's a little bit like placing your hand on a fire hose and feeling the pulsating inside. There's a pulsating through your heart. Streams of love and light run down your arms, through your open hands, over her head, over her face, over her body. And her big, beautiful heart opens up wide to drink in all of this love. You can feel that. You can feel that in your heart. You take another step over to your left to stand behind the next person on your left, and placing your hands on his head, there is again a surge through your heart. It runs in streams down your arms, through your open hands, over his head, over his face, over his body, and his big, beautiful heart opens up wide to drink in all of this love. You feel that. You feel that in your heart. You make your way around the circle, stopping behind every beautiful human, placing your hands on every head and pouring out love. Making your way back to your spot. You take your seat, and now it's your turn to be served. It is our turn to serve you. You feel the first pair of feet shuffle in behind you. You feel the first pair of hands on your head, and a waterfall of love is poured over you. It runs in streams over your head, over your face, over your body. And it hits you right in your open heart. Feel it. Another pair of feet shuffle in behind you. Another pair of hands are placed on your head, and again a waterfall of love is poured over you. It runs and streams over your head, over your face, over your body, and it hits you right in your open heart. Feel it there. Again, feet shuffling behind you. Again, hands are placed on your head, and there is more to come. And I'd love you to join me in this practice. If you're able to, open your hands, turn your palms upwards, and say this with me as more love gets poured over you. I am worthy. I am worthy of being loved. I am deserving. I deserve to be loved. I am good enough. Just as I am good enough. There's nothing I have to first do, first fix, or first prove. I am enough. I am enough. I want you to join me in one more exercise. I want you to imagine for a moment you can step outside of yourself. Turn around and look at you sitting there. A human being just trying. And then if you can, place your hands on this human's head and speak to you as you say, you are worthy. You are worthy of being loved. You are deserving. You deserve to receive love. You are good enough. There's nothing you have to first do, first fix, or first prove. Just as you are enough. You are enough. All of us have made our way back to our spots. You can take your seat and embody your being. We can all reach out sideways and take the hand next to us to complete the circle again. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for being in our circle today. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for being a source of light for the world around you. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for allowing us to shower you with love. One more big breath in. Thank you for allowing us to love you just as you are. Thank you, beautiful humans. I want to read at least one more thought from Jaiya John to you. She wrote a love letter to herself every day. That's how she got through it. I want you to really take it seriously. The idea of writing beautiful words to yourself, writing words of love to yourself, writing words of acceptance to yourself. We often think thoughts, and then sometimes we have the presence to try and think beautiful thoughts towards ourselves, call them affirmations, mantras, whatever it might be. But very often as we think, we slip into that part of our brain that ruminates, where really what we're doing is not that productive. We're actually just repeating old patterns. The thing about writing is, the moment you put pen to paper, you have to step into a different part of your brain. The moment you put pen to paper, you step into the part of your brain that can do processing. So often when we just think things, we slip into the part of our brain that doesn't process. It just ruminates. If you want to guarantee that you slip into the part of your brain that has the ability to process, put pen to paper as you think. It is such a powerful thing to do. She wrote a love letter to herself every day. That's how she got through it. Wishing you a beautiful Friday. And if you are around on the weekend, we're here for you too. See you soon. Ciao, ciao. As soon as Facebook allows me. There we go. Bye-bye.